In today's video, I'll be going head-to-head with the winner of the 16-player build battle. To start things off, I'm gonna send over 3 themes and let them pick which one we're gonna build battle with. Theme number 1 will be Child's Mind. I try to keep things kind of vague. Theme number 2, Fit for a King, aka myself, man. I think pretty highly of myself. And last but not least, because I've wanted to build something like this forever, the final theme, paper. Yeah, just paper, whatever that means to you. Letting them pick the theme definitely puts me at a slight disadvantage. And this is the winner of the build battle that we previously had. My best friend, online RoboCrafter, he said, I'm not gonna win this. So, Robo, if you're watching this, I'm gonna win. Hopefully. All right, guys, he just got back to me and he said he picks Fit for a King. Now, what does this mean? I don't know. Part of me is like, hey, I just made a crown a couple days ago. Let's just submit that. But one asset for a whole build battle would not be too great. So I think what I'm gonna try to do, I'm about to grab this snipping tool and put my art skills to the test. All right, so hear me out, fellas, okay? Red, gold, maybe some green, and like a whitish, maybe eggshell color, I think would be the best. Let's start with red. And I think what I want to do is make, here, let's put this here, okay? We have a wall, and I think the front, we're going to have a half circle. So it's going to be the interior of maybe like a very high value house or a castle. And then it's not going to be all the walls. It'll just be kind of a scene. Now up next, I think I want to have a nice staircase. So let's say over here and over here, and then a staircase that bows out a little bit, something like this. I'm trying to draw the idea in my head for you guys to kind of know where I'm going. Now, of course, to keep this fancy, we will have the banisters, I think they're called. Keep those like this. We'll have some going down as well. Like so, maybe back across on the ground. And then I'm thinking we could do some sort of like statue on both sides. Yes, these are my statues. I think something like that would be cool. Gold things on the wall, like medallions and stuff, like all those squiggly cool stuff like this. Yeah, that's nice. And then I'm thinking windows on the top with green curtains. I don't know why, but I just feel like green would fit. So here's my idea. Let's get into the build. I'm gonna just move this over here. Keep that safe. All right, guys. So the rules we set for this is no free models unless they're like particles or textures. 24 hours, and you're allowed to use Blender or Studio, whatever you want to do. So I think I'm gonna build a good chunk of mine in Blender because I just feel a little bit better in Blender than I do in Studio. To start things off, we are gonna build the base of everything. And I think to do that, all we need is we're actually going to use a cube. I think a cube will work fine. We're going to scale this up like quite massively, scale it down on the y-axis, and this can be our backdrop. And then I think I'm just going to I'll duplicate it, rotate it 90 degrees, and then we're going to move this one to the front. Now all we're going to do, let's throw one loop cut in the middle, or wait, it would need to be 2, just in case we want to separate that or space it out a little bit more later. And then we're gonna bevel these edges so it's a nice round little thing. There we go. This will be our scene. I already can tell you this needs to be quite a bit bigger. We're gonna add some loops up there, go into our wireframe mode, and we're just gonna grab one side, scale it over, and there we go. That'll be okay. So this is what we will be building on. Should definitely come forward a bit as well. All right, we could definitely start with this and hope for the best. All right, guys, I officially have added headphones to my getup here. So what we're gonna do, add another cube. We're gonna just scale this up, same size. We want it to be pretty much wall to wall, and then we're gonna scale it down on the z-axis, bring it up like this, and this is where the stairs are going to lead to. I probably should do it like this so I could just get it directly in half. I don't know why I didn't do that, but hey, we're gonna extrude this out just a little bit so we have a walkway up here, and then this we can go ahead and extrude it out as well. Grab this line and just bring it down. This will be a staircase. I'm trying to get the basic block out, I guess, for now, and then we'll be able to kind of put in the fine details. I do think the staircase would need to be a bit thinner, maybe more along these lines, something like this. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Now I'm gonna duplicate these two faces, and I'm gonna just try something. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but hey, if it does, it'll be nice. We're gonna drag this up, drag this one back, and we might as well line them up. So we have almost 3, and that's not even close. We're gonna line both sides up and have 3 extra, if that makes sense. So 1, 2, and 3. Now we're gonna make this its own selection. Set the origin, and let's try to do something with it now. Array modifier, if you guys didn't know, now you know. We're gonna set this one to 0. We're gonna set this one up, back, hold up, perfect, right there, and then this one up. I think you guys are catching my drift here. And then just the count, we will move up. Now, as you can see, it's not exactly working for us, sizing of everything. So we're gonna grab this line, move it back some, and just make this the stairs a bit less steep. And we can drop it down just a little bit as well. Now we have some steps. We're not gonna apply that modifier yet. I'm gonna continue trying to get a bit more of a block out done, and I'll check in with you guys momentarily. All right, so I think things are going pretty well so far. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do up here. We're gonna loop cut this and this, and I'm thinking some sort of windows. Maybe let's bring this up. There would be taller windows. Maybe here and here. Yes, lots of loop cuts, and there's probably a lot better of a way to do this. But I think this is kind of how I'm doing it, at least for now. So let's grab those 2 and those 2. Let's move these up. We could do Control-Shift-B to bevel that vertice, which may or may not work. I mean, it does, but then we're gonna get a very weird window. I might just keep them a little pointed. I wonder, can I just bevel this inner edge? So I'm connecting the vertex path. If we go like this, and then right here, connect, where to go? Connect vertex path. And then, on the other side, it was just the angle. It made this. It's not what I wanted. All right, we're just gonna run with it. We're gonna inset these, or I guess extrude them inwards. And then I wanna make some pillars. So I'm gonna do another loop cut. I know, guys, I'm going crazy with the loop cuts. We're gonna bring these out, extrude those out a little bit, add another loop cut. I know, guys, this is definitely not the most optimized workflow at all, but I just want to get some progress going down. Now we're gonna bevel all this stuff. It's literally just this process, and I rinse it or repeat. Like, I'm just trying to kind of check in with you guys every once in a while, give you a little progress updates. But we're gonna bevel this, and let's see if we bevel this. It probably look bad. We're gonna try. Yeah, we do get that weird. Let's bevel like here and here, I guess. Yeah, something like that looks kind of cool. And then bevel on the sides like that, I guess. We'll keep it for now. Now I'm thinking I want to have some sort of throne right here, fit for a king. I mean, it makes sense. And then let's add some curtains to these windows to try to block off the sharpness of them. All right, just got some curtains up, and it's not coming along too bad. We are gonna go ahead and make the spot for the throne, and I'm gonna do it pretty much the same way I started this whole build. We're gonna go ahead, put a little thing on the ground, grab this back face, make that come in a little bit, add a loop cut in here, bring it back, extrude this up, and then bevel on everything. Like, the less straight edges for this model, I think the better. Gives me a more kingly vibe. We definitely need to apply all transforms to that, and now we can bevel, and it'll be perfect. Nice. And then I think, since a throne will be here, we might as well extrude this up and add another set of bevel. Something like this. Auto smooth it, of course, and let's drag this forward a bit. So that's where the throne will go. I think everything's looking pretty good. We need to make a set of these go down the stairwell and block the sides of the stairwell off, because not exactly the best looking right now. All right, guys, so here's what I have so far. I did think it would be a fun little Easter egg to put in the crowns from the 1 minute, 10 minute, and 1 hour challenge. If you missed that video, it's kind of a slapper. Anyways, we're gonna add a texture onto everything and then figure out what our next step is gonna be. And we might just stay fully in Blender, not even take a studio, but at the very least, we'll have a screenshot. So I'm gonna texture everything in Blender, and hopefully something just makes this come to life. All right, guys, I'm on to the point where I'm gonna make a bunch of like golden decorations to put around on the walls and stuff, and I'm definitely cheat coding it instead of actually modeling them. I just have a subdivided plane with the displace modifier, and then the texture of said displace modifier is this. So we're going to apply these, and as you can see, it's a bit dense. We're gonna grab one of these, click on select linked, and then select flat faces, X, and we will delete those faces. Now, if this was going into studio, of course, this wouldn't really work, and I would need to spend quite a bit more time optimizing it and making it really nice and beautiful, but it's not. So we could use this, and I could kind of just, let's see, let's scale it up. Let's get it centered on this wall, and check this out. I could just scale it or push it back into the wall, and then, as you can see, it's A1. Let's do shade smooth, and look at that, guys. Actually looks fantastic until you know all the ins. But now let's add our gold material to it and stay a little zoomed away because it doesn't look as good when you get close. Now, of course, we could have used curve and made this the same, just way better, like look better optimization, everything. But it is 3:59 in the morning and I want to go to bed. So I'm about to go check out his build. He did send it to me, and I'm trying to think if there's anything else I could do to this one. Some statues would be cool. I'm gonna see if I have any old anything, maybe a fountain, maybe a something. I said we're allowed to use made assets as long as we make. This is looking pretty cool though. I think I'm gonna duplicate this, scale it way down, and then we'll have some on the back as well. And it's really just any place we could put decoration now that will help the build. Oh, this is close. If I scale this down and center it, scale it down a little bit more, shift D, rotate it 180 degrees, throw one on the bottom as well, or something like this, and throw it. Oh my gosh. And then we'll keep that in the middle. We'll throw one on the other side. It doesn't look like horrible. This thing looks bad. Red thing. There we go. Let's move this in, this one in. We can move these down. And for this crown, oh God, we're gonna have to select everything. All right, I can stay there for now. This isn't looking too bad. Just anything for the front and maybe some greenery would be fantastic. All right, guys, I just brought in some old assets. This is a free fountain on my website. First link in the description. And I brought in these little fantasy trees as well. I think we're gonna call this one done. It looks pretty good. I'm a little worried to see the other guy's build, but we're gonna go check it out right now. Oh, I could definitely add in this guy too. Maybe. Like, if we added this in, like, maybe here, and then deleted these ones. Okay, we're gonna keep the spooky trees. I think we're gonna turn them to brown, though, and we're gonna get these ones figured out. I just feel like a little bit more life would be pretty nice. All right, there we go. It's done, guys. This is my submission for the build battle with the theme Fit for a King. We're gonna go check his out right now. He sent me a studio file as well as a time lapse of him building it. Maybe I'll be able to work everything in somehow or another, but let's check his out. All right, guys, it's opening right now. This was a build battle with Chris, aka, oh my gosh. Okay, so he went a whole different route. Wow. So this, yeah, he definitely went exterior. I went interior. That's pretty cool how our minds sort of picked that. Here is his build. Fit for a king. I guess this would be like a like one of those royal palaces, I suppose. That's crazy. Yeah, this sort of build, like this type of thing, didn't even come into my head when we did Fit for a King. I tried to avoid doing just like, oh look, it's a throne, because that's too obvious. But this is sick. This is actually dope, guys. I don't think you could do a poll in the comment, but if you think I won the build battle, put it in the comments, and if you think he won, put it in the comments, guys. This was Chris, or Q-Riz, with an S, yeah, on no weird stuff. But here was our build battle. We had 24 hours. He got to pick the theme out of 3. I guess I technically got to pick the 3 themes, and he just picked which one he wanted to do. But let us know who you think won this one. It looks like he built his completely in studio, and I made mine completely in Blender. Very cool. Anyways, I think that is gonna wrap up today's video. Real quick, we're gonna fly around his so you could see it, and then we'll check mine one more time. 2 vastly different builds, completely different concepts, color palettes, and everything. Let us know who you think won in the comments below. That is gonna wrap it up for today. If you did enjoy and you want to see more content like this, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.